Brown here at ringside. We're ready to go with CWA Championship Wrestling today. We've got a bunch of folks here. Buddy Landel will be coming along a little bit later on. The Wildside is here. You will see the Blackbirds, Bill Dundee and Dustin Rhodes. Also, we've got an 8-man tag team match, and a couple of the folks in that, more than a couple. How about Freddy, Texas Dirt, and the Rock and Roll Express? All of it coming up. We'll be back with the opener for you in just a moment. Our opening match of the day just about set to go here. Spike Huber is scheduled to be stepping into the ring here in just a moment. I see. Ronnie P, Gossett.
Frenchman.
No. What are you doing? You keep with all these, not disguises, but different personalities every week here.
Parlez-vous, Francois?
What are you doing? I mean, that's the worst French I ever heard. I took French in college, and that's...
me to wee-wee all over your
Now
foot.
stop it.
You probably don't even parlez-vous fried eggs. Dave Brown, let me tell you something. When I was the illustrious CWA promoter for my 2-week run here, I booked a match with Spike Hubert, the greatest physical specimen in the wrestling business, with Jerry the King Lawler. I was very much impressed with Spike. Look at this body.
Why were you impressed in that? You booked him as Lawler's
the whole
partner.
match.
Carried the
Lawler
match.
did nothing. Lawler did nothing.
He wouldn't even tag in.
That's what I said. I was very impressed with Spike Hubert. I just said that. What are you, an idiot? Can't you understand English?
Why were you impressed when the man wouldn't even get in the ring?
Because that's my type of wrestler. Anything that I tell him to do, he does.
What would you like me to do for you, Mr. Gossett?
How long did it take you to get a body like this, Spike? I want to know. How long do you have to train to look like this? Shut up, you sweat hogs, and eat your hearts out.
First of all, it'd be hard to explain to all these morons out here what it really is like to train in a gym to get a body like this. Should I really try to explain how long?
If they can hold back, why don't you give them a few of the poses? Give them a couple of
Just
poses,
a few,
Spike.
right? Okay. How about this side chest?
Oh, my goodness. Get a look at this, Dave Brown.
Look at the bicep. How about a little trap? Look at the traps. You notice the traps?
Very
How about the back lat spread?
Very impressive, Mr. Gossett. Doesn't prove he can wrestle.
He can not only wrestle, look how he looks. He trains every day, something that Jerry Lawler, he doesn't even know what a gym is. He thinks it's some hot dog stand or something. Look at him.
Hey, get a shot of the calf.
Get that in and get back here.
People wish they had calves that look like this.
Who is this goof now? Look at this.
That's his opponent. Can we just take it to the ring?
Let me tell you something. That guy wants to be in the wrestling business, but he don't want to do anything about his body. Look at that body. Can you believe that? And he calls himself a wrestler. Spike, how long will it take you to beat this idiot?
That bum there? Give me a minute.
A minute?
About maybe 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
30 seconds.
I tell you what, Dave Brown, why don't you take your stopwatch and you time this machine and you see how long it takes him to dispose of this garbage you just sent in.
We keep time on all the matches anyway. If Mr. Huber will step to the ring and this time get in the ring instead of standing out on the apron, then we'll get the bell. Let me get around here and I can ring the bell. And we will, in fact, time it. Let's see if Huber can back up his boast here. That he can beat Tim Hall in 30 seconds. Well, in less than a minute, he said. He can beat him in less than a minute.
I don't have a problem at all.
Well, he starts out with a body slam, sits down on him with the upper leg. Spike Huber picking Tim up, backing him under the ropes, whip across the way, dumps him over the back.
That man is a machine. Do you not call it? Look at that wrestling machine.
Picks him up in the air. Oh, my goodness.
Fork in that idiot, he's done.
Spike Huber, boy, I think he took a mean pill before he came in here.
Devastating, devastating.
There's a pin, 1, 2, and he holds him there for the 3 count. The time on it was 46 seconds. He did it in less than a minute. Okay.
Less than a minute. What did I tell you?
Well,
Great, Spike. 46 seconds. Less than a minute. Less than a minute.
it was, in fact, less than a minute. Okay, you did it.
You got a Rolex?
He doesn't have a Rolex. He does well to have a Timex. Spike, give him a good pose before we go off. Give him a good pose. Get that camera in here, stupid. Get a good look.
All right, well, there they are. Spike Huber victorious in 46 seconds as he does, in fact, back it up. He was able to beat Tim Hall in less than a minute. He and Ronnie P. Gossett head on out of here. I tell you what, why don't we just get another match going? Let me ring the bell here. That one was a short match, so let's just go ahead and get the next single match coming up. Here's Buddy Landel. Buddy, come here, I want to talk to you just a minute here. I'd like to talk to you about the limousine. Come on, come on over for a minute. Hey, we want to find out about the limousine and that match with Lawler. Well, obviously he's not interested in discussing the situation as Landell climbs on into the ring. I don't want to interview. Usually he can't wait to get over here and be talking about this and that, but wants no part of that. Maybe we can get him to talk about it a little bit later. Here we go. It's Landell against William the Freezer Thompson. Landell. Complaining about having his hair pulled. Tell you what I'm talking about. I think many of you wrestling fans know. A few days ago, there was a match in which Jerry Lawler put the Unified World title up, and Landell had demanded a match. Lawler says, fine, you get the championship shot. You've already had one. If you want another one, you're going to have to put something of value up. And Landell said, I'll put up my $40,000 limousine. Well, we'll find out more about that a little bit later on, let me tell you. Buddy Landell with Freezer Thompson on the mat. We're 1 minute into this action. Landell working on Thompson. The Freezer. He weighs in at about 290 pounds. He's a big one. Landell round behind him. Locked that chin, and oh, look at that. Raking his arm across his face. Referee made him break it. Landell broke it only briefly, though, and he's right back on the hole. Buddy has him back up on his feet. Chancery on him. Thompson forcing him, just using his weight, forced him back into the corner. Landell screaming he was pulling tights. Landell wouldn't let Thompson break it clean. When Thompson broke it, Landell had him hooked with that leg, and he just shoved him down to the mat. Oh, look at Landell with that right. Nailed William Thompson. 2 minutes into the action here. Well, we got all kinds of action scheduled later on for you. The Wildside will be in here. Blackbirds will be here to go against Dundee and Dustin Rhodes. That's a match been looking forward to all week. And then later on, 8-man tag team action will be coming up. You will see Rock and Roll Express. You'll see Freddy and Texas Dirt, all in the 8-man tag match later today. Yeah, now you want to talk about Lawler. You wouldn't talk about the limousine and Lawler, though, huh? Hey, better pay attention to the match there. Yeah, we've definitely hit a raw nerve talking about that limousine with Buddy Landell. All you fans around Louisville, don't forget, Louisville Gardens coming up Tuesday night. Landell still upset about the use of the word limousine.
Hey, see what you make me do, man.
Landell. Total control here over Freezer Thompson. 3.5 minutes gone. I was starting to tell you, I told all you fans around Louisville, remember Tuesday night at the Gardens, Owensboro, Kentucky at the Sports Center on Wednesday night, and this Thursday, all you fans around Jackson, Tennessee, CWA will be in the Coliseum. Landell pretty well controlling everything here against Freezer Thompson. Freezer has had his arm stretched, had his neck twisted. And Landell with that upper arm across the forehead. That's another thing Landell has done. He's raked his arm across his face, mashed his nose, gouged his eyes. You name it, Landell's pretty well done it in this one. Whoa. Big body slam. Not an easy thing to do on a man as big as Thompson. Landell drops with the upper arm. I didn't make you do anything, Landell. You're the one with a limousine scam there. Oh, the figure four. He's going to have to give it up. Referee Jerry Calhoun says, ring the bell. No way Thompson could continue. Boy, when Landell gets that one on here, there's just not much continuing for anybody, and Thompson no exception. Landell walking out of here. 4 minutes, 30 seconds. How about, you want to talk about the limousine now? Doesn't want to say anything. Headed back to the dressing room, Buddy Landell. Well, we'll find out more about it later on, perhaps. Back with you in a moment. Stay with us.
The CWA is coming to your hometown, Hamilton, Indiana, Sunday, October 8th. Don't miss a minute. CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night, Owensboro Sports Arena. 7 top matches. Opening bout, Mike Davis faces the giant Plowboy Frazier. Rough and tough Don Harris battles fan favorite Freddy. The red-hot Jeff Jarrett takes on the challenge of the dirty white boy. 6-man tag action. Dustin Rhodes teams with Bill Superstar Dundee and young Jamie Dundee to battle the Blackbirds. Iceman King Parsons, Brickhouse Brown, and Harold Harris. It's CWA Heavyweight Championship time. Belt on the line against Bart's pickup truck. Texas Dirt versus Black Bart. CWA Tag Team Championship. The belts against Rick Morton's hair. Rock and Roll Express versus Wildside. Added stipulation, Ronnie Gossett barred from ringside for this match. Main event, grudge tag battle. Nature Boy Buddy Landel and Muscle Man Spike Huber battle Jerry the King Lawler and the modern-day warrior Kerry Von Erich. Don't miss a minute. CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night, Owensboro Sports Arena.
That's exactly right, Buddy Landell. You and that little muscle-headed friend of yours, Spike Huber, you guys come on down to Owensboro because I got friends, too. I went out and made myself a phone call, and you talk about muscles. I call a man that's got muscles in places most people don't even have in places. The modern-day warrior, Kerry Von Erich, and he's going to be my partner. And Buddy Landell, I'm going to get you once and for all, brother. And Spike Huber, you're going to get yours, too, right there this week in Owensboro. Tell them about it, fellas.
That's right. Let me tell you something, Ronnie Gossett. Now you're going to be barred from ringside. We got nothing to worry about because brother here going to put his hair up. With you not around, I don't think we can lose, baby.
Without the help of Ronnie Gossett, if the Wildside, Mark Starr, Chris Champion can beat the Rock and Roll Express, I will be glad to sit down in the middle of that ring and have my head shaved as bald as a baby's behind. But you see one thing, Ronnie Gossett. Without your help, baby, Owensboro, you have nothing to worry about, and I have nothing to worry about because the Wildside, you are going to go down with the new champions.
Well, Buddy Landell didn't want to talk about it. Let's see if we can get the King maybe out here and find out the deal on this limousine. Boy, I tell you what, I guess maybe we should have been a little bit more suspicious of Landell and that car he came rolling up in last week. King, Landell wouldn't say a word about it, but...
Well, I'll tell you why I won't say a word about it. If I could... there's a gentleman here in the back, if we could call it Mr. Alan Smith here, that probably has a few words that he'd like to say about it.
Mr. Smith?
I think most people realize, that's right, could you come right here, Mr. Smith? Appreciate it. That when I won this limousine from Buddy Landell, he had come out here on television, told everybody how I demanded that he put up something of equal value of the world title. He had worked, he had saved, he had sweated to buy this limousine. It was the prized possession of his life. And then he had it parked down there at the arena, and the match took place. I came out on top. The contract was signed, sealed, and delivered. I was supposed to walk out of there and get in the back of that limousine, right?
Exactly right.
Well, that's what I did. I got in the back of that beautiful, nice, long limousine, but I got a little surprised when I got in there. And Mr. Smith, if you just tell everybody exactly what took place between Buddy Landell and you before this situation.
Okay, I was called on a Friday afternoon by a gentleman who said his name was Buddy Landell to rent a car for last Saturday morning, and he said he wanted it again for Monday night. You know, number one, I should have known he didn't know nothing about a limousine when he said $40,000 cost a lot more than that.
That's exactly right. Now, in other words, you own what?
Classic limousine service, yes, sir.
Okay, so what the situation is, Buddy Landel went down and rented a limousine and told everybody it was his. Now, you know, I understand the situation here. I'm certainly not going to hold Mr. Smith responsible for something like this. I realize now that Buddy Landel, the low-life scum that he is, has pulled, like you said, Dave, one of his little scams here. And I understand there's a little bit more. There's something else, right?
Yes, I haven't even got my money yet for renting a limousine. When he run off, well, you know, you left the limousine, I didn't get any money.
So, Buddy Landel, what I got out of winning this match was I get stiffed with a limousine bill. Not the limousine. I'm supposed to have a big, nice, long limousine, and all I've got is a big, nice, long bill for a rental. So let me tell you something, Buddy Landel. You gutless jerk, you low-life scum. You know what I'm trying to do, Landell? I know you're back there in the back, and I know you're watching this monitor right now. If you got any guts in your low-life, stinking, slimy, rotten body, you'd come out here and face me man to man. First of all, you'd pay this gentleman right here for that limousine. Second of all, you'd pay me for what I figure you owe me, what you said that limousine was worth. What that belt is supposedly worth, about 40 grand, Buddy Landel. So why don't you come out here and be a man, show everybody here that you do have a little bit of guts. Come on, Buddy Landel, what are you waiting for? Huh? Are you a gutless wonder? Come on, Landel.
I don't see him. I'm not sure he's going to come out of here because he didn't want to discuss this at all. And now I think everybody understands exactly why he didn't want to say it.
Why don't we can somebody go get Buddy Landel and tell him to get his rear end out here because I got something I want to talk to him about.
Well, we'll see if we can, we've got somebody on the way to see if we can find him there. Well, King, I certainly understand, and I think everybody understands.
Come on, get him out here.
Man says he owns a $40,000 limousine.
Come on, Gutless, come on out here, Buddy Landel. What's the problem? What do you mean, what's the problem? Here's the problem right here. Do you recognize this gentleman right here, Buddy Landel?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Let me tell you something, Buddy Landel. The way I figure this is, you owe me a nice, shiny new limousine, or either you owe me about $40,000, which is what you said it's worth. This gentleman right here said they're worth a lot more than that. But I'll take 40 grand. How about it, huh?
Would you like that in small bills, or you?
No, I'll tell you what I'd like it in, Landell. I'd like it in small bills. I'd like it in your hide if I have to take it. Oh, look out.
Hey, come on. Spike Huber out here holding Lawler up, and there's Ronnie P. Gossett right behind him, egging him on. Landell nails the King with the chair. Hey,
there's your $40,000. How about this in change for 40 stitches?
Get a good look at your King, Dave Brown. There's your King.
Landell hit him with that chair. He's got him cut open. And we got some help for Lawler out here. Come on, Gossett, call him off. Completely on Spike Huber and Buddy Landell. Doubling off. Huber comes out and grabs Lawler, holds him up while Landell names it. Yeah, there we go. Rock and Roll Express out here. Dustin Rhodes, Texas Dirt. At least that got rid of him. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Get him some help there. We'll take a break. CWA Wrestling will be back.
The CWA is coming to your hometown, Hamilton, Indiana, Sunday, October 8th. Don't miss a minute. CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night, Owensboro Sports Arena. 7 top matches. Opening bout, Mike Davis faces the giant Plowboy Frazier. Rough and tough Don Harris battles fan favorite Freddy. The red-hot Jeff Jarrett takes on the challenge of the dirty white boy. 6-man tag action. Dustin Rhodes teams with Bill Superstar Dundee and young Jamie Dundee to battle the Blackbirds. Iceman King Parsons, Brickhouse Brown, and Harold Harris. It's CWA Heavyweight Championship time. Belt on the line against Bart's pickup truck. Texas Dirt versus Black Bart. CWA Tag Team Championship. The belts against Rick Morton's hair. Rock and Roll Express versus Wildside. Added stipulation, Ronnie Gossett barred from ringside for this match. Main event, grudge tag battle. Nature Boy Buddy Landel and Muscle Man Spike Huber battle Jerry the King Lawler and the modern-day warrior Kerry Von Erich. Don't miss a minute. CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night, Owensboro Sports Arena.
Oh no, Ronnie! The Rock and Roll Express might run out here and steal them!
Now the Wildside, Chris Champion, Mark Starr out here for their match, putting away that snake the champion carries with him.
You ought to be used to him. You're a snake yourself, Dave Brown. Only my snake knows how to comb it.
Hey, just wondering how you tell the snake from Ronnie Gossett, tell you the truth. Gossett out here as manager, of course, for the Wildside. They're going against T.D. Steele and the Big O in tag team action here today. Mark Starr with the cover. Big O run into the boot over in the corner. They make the tag. Chris Champion with a big drop kick. And the Big O on the mat. Got a 1, 2. Whoa, he picked him up. Picked him up. The referee, a 3 count actually hit the mat, but just before it hit, he picked him up. There, at count of 2, he picks him up this time.
The Rock and Roll Express have got 2 chances against my Wildside. Slim and none, Dave Brown.
Well, it remains to be seen when the match occurs. Rock and Roll Express in the past had some pretty good success until you interfere, Mr. Gossett. That's T.D. Steele in there now. Mark Starr has him down. Whoa. Headed for a 2 count. Steele off the rope. Runs into a drop kick. Boy, one thing about it, both of these guys on the Wildside can get off the mat and really fly through the air with those drop kicks. They don't mind climbing the ropes, springing down on their opponents. They're dangerous, no doubt about it. Chris Champion back in. Starr picks him up, drops him down on T.D. Steele. Count of 1. Whoa, he picks him up at the 2 count once again. Once again, the Wildside refuses to go for the 3 count. Steele nailed by Champion. Upper arm by Chris Champion over to the corner, and the tag made on Mark Starr. Champion holds him up. Starr drops down. Champion nails him from behind as they really double up on T.D. Steele. There's a cover. 1, 2. Steele kicks out at the 2 count. This time, Starr fires him off the rope. Gets him with a knee to the midsection. Here's Chris Champion coming in. Steele off the ropes. Champion catches him with a knee. Well, the referee says, don't do it. Oh, Champion does it anyway when a referee is trying to keep Mark Starr out of the action. Steele has his head rammed into the mat. Chris Champion just continues to work on him. Wildside has totally dominated the match from the opening bell. They have passed at least 3 or 4 opportunities where they had an almost certain 3 count. And a couple of times Steele has been able to kick out of it. Up on the top rope. Oh, Champion powers him down to the mat. Count of 1, 2. This time they make it stick for the 3 count and the win for the Wildside. 3 minutes, 52 seconds of action.
That's just a sample of what the Rock and Roll's going to get. If they want to come out here right now, we'll give them some of this.
That's nothing! That's the one that's going to happen to Rock and Roll! Bring on rock and roll, because I'm going to take you to hell, and you ain't coming back.
The Wildside taking the Snake, Gossett, and the Belts on their way out of here. Well, I tell you what. I want to talk to Texas Dirt here in just a minute, and I've also got an interview about a match that is coming up. Interview with Black Bart. Here's Dirt right here. Let's go ahead and get him out here, and then we'll hear what Black Bart has to say in just a moment. Texas Dirt.
Pleased to meet you. Texas Dirt, how you doing today?
Doing fine. Good to see you today. You know about the match, of course, with Bart and the pickup truck.
Yes, I've heard about the match, and I want to see, did Bart have something to say about it?
Yes, he did.
Well, he's never a man lost for words. Let's hear what he had to say here.
Here's Black Bart.
You know, Texas Dirt, Dutch Mantell, you've got something that I used to own. And the way you took it, in my book, was wrong. Ha! And you know how you took it. You took it by cheating, lousy ways. And that's exactly what I called you before. And now you proved it to everybody, Dutch Mantell, Texas Dirt, if you will. You have got the CWA heavyweight belt with some hurt ribs to boot. Now remember, Dutch Mantell, you've got to fight me again, but the promotion say, Black Bart, put something up that'll make it just a little bit more interesting. Well, boys, let me tell you something. You've heard of Cadillacs, and you've heard of limos, and you've heard of Jaguars. Well, I'm going to show you a cowboy's Cadillac. Even you, Texas no-good Dirt Mantell, will understand where I'm coming from. If you look right here, this right here is called a Texas Cadillac. And this thing belongs to me. It's mine. Paid for, signed, sealed, and delivered. And Dutch Mantell, they say put something up. Well, this is what I'm putting up. It's mine. And you know how I feel about my pickup truck. It ain't going nowhere because of one thing, and you're looking at it. If you have the guts to get in the ring and defend that title, which I doubt, this is just icing on the cake for you. If you beat me, you drive off in this, if you can. And I'm going to make absolutely for sure of one thing, and one thing only. You, my friend, will not be able to drive this truck out of the building if you do beat me, which you ain't. And guess what else? I will personally see to it that night you will take off in a dadgum thing. It's got them blue lights on top, them red lights that goes, woo, woo, woo. I'm going to beat you, Dutch Mantell. And them ribs, buddy, them ribs are going to get worse. They ain't going to get no better. Every time you take a breath, you think of Black Bart.
Well, now, he is right now. My ribs is being hurt, and he whooped on them with that branding iron. But let me tell you one thing, Bart. Are you sure he owns that pickup truck? I hate to win that thing and find out he still owes about 18 months on it, and I got to pay it off. But now, I tell you, I know how cowboys feel about pickup trucks. They like them. Now, Bart, I want you to take it down, wash it up, clean all that tobacco spit out of it, clean that horse manure out of the back of it, and spray some disinfectant in it, because I don't want it to knock me down when I get in it. But I'm on, and yeah, Bart, leave that gun rack in the back with that big rifle there, because when it's all said and done, I might have to shoot you and then drive on off. Now, I'm the CWA heavyweight champion, and that surprised you. And when we get back in the ring, I want those keys laying over there on the desk, because after I beat you, Bart, I'm going to reach down, and I'm going to put it in there, and I don't want to have to call no mechanic out to jump start it off so I can drive it out of the building. Because, Bart, I got your number. You know I got your number, and, yeah, my ribs is hurt. But by the time we get through, Bart, that won't be the only thing that's hurting, because payback is a hard price to pay. Thank you, Dave Brown. It's been a great interview. Thank you.
Thank you. Texas Dirt. We'll be back. waits. Here comes referee Jerry Calhoun, and not far behind should be the Blackbirds. Brickhouse Brown, Iceman Parsons. There they come. Wait a minute, that's not Harold Harris. You're not Harold Harris. Boss Winter out here in their corner. I don't know what's going on there. Boss Winter, they're apparently going to be their manager here today. As the Blackbirds step into the ring, their opponents should be coming along here very shortly. We are talking about, of course, the superstar, Bill Dundee, and his partner, Dustin Rhodes. Here they come. Billy, I know, has been pointing to this match. If you were with us last week on CWA Wrestling, you know that the Blackbirds, for no reason, attacked Jamie Dundee, who was just at ringside taking pictures. That's all. He didn't interfere in anything or anything. He just was out there taking pictures, and Brickhouse Brown and Iceman Parsons attacked him. Dundee asked for this match. He's got it. Little chance to get back at him, and with Dustin Rhodes as his partner, this one shapes up to be a very, very interesting match. Here we go. In the ring, here comes Brickhouse Brown. Boy, they were wasting a little time getting the man into the ring. Yeah, let's shake hands, says Brickhouse. Dustin, don't do it. That's why right there. Brickhouse Brown nails him with the boot. Look at Dustin. Reverse him. And then dump him over his back coming out of there. The Blackbirds have just been run out of the ring by the superstar and Dustin Rhodes. Boss Winter, acting as the Blackbirds manager here today, is just livid. He couldn't believe what happened. Assured the referee there had to be cheating involved in order for both of his men to be run out of the ring. Double fists are illegal, boss. You are right about that. Let's make sure the guys over here in the green keep the fist open, too. Dustin Rhodes over to the corner, makes the tag on his partner, Bill Dundee, and Brickhouse Brown says, let me out of here. He's the one that I think started it when they nailed Jamie last week, and Billy couldn't wait to get him with a fist, and he just did pop him right on the jaw with it. Count of two. Brickhouse able to get the right shoulder up. Dundee makes the tag. Here's Dustin Rhodes, big upper arm. Crowd says, yeah, let him have it. Brickhouse Brown looking for help, not finding it. Minute and a half into the action. We got a big 8-man match still to go. Don't go anywhere. As if this one didn't hold your attention enough, huh? Brickhouse Brown took a swing at Dustin. Dustin, tall as he is, ducked under it. Over to the corner, the tag on Dundee. They double up on him a little bit. Boss Winter says, hey, one at a time, get one of them out of there. Brickhouse Brown over to the corner. Rolls out of the ring. He did not tag Iceman.
We as a people have been oppressed for so long because of action just like that.
We as a people, did you say? Boss Winter. My goodness. Bill Dundee. All right, he's losing no opportunity to complain. Dundee stalking. Brickhouse Brown said, can't we talk this over here? Iceman leaning into the ring. He still stays out there, though. Brickhouse, the official man in the ring. Bill Dundee back on his feet. Right hand by Brickhouse Brown. He nailed him with a fist. Dundee thrown into the corner. Bill Bill Dundee ducks under. Iceman nails him with the upper arm this time, though. Parsons goes into some celebration. Dundee in some trouble here. Parsons over to yell at the crowd. Dustin Rhodes went after him. Dundee got a shot right in the midsection as Dundee was on his way to the corner to tag Dustin. He was stopped midway there. Now Parsons turned him a flip back toward the Blackbirds' corner. Tag made. Brickhouse Brown for the Blackbirds comes in. Brickhouse using that gloved right fist. That's the same one he hit Jamie Dundee with a week ago. Drops down with the upper arm. He's got him covered. Count of 1, 2. Dustin Rhodes there with an assist. Breaks it up at the 2 count. Billy gets to the corner, gets the tag, and here is Dustin Rhodes. He's been watching all of this from the corner. He finally got the tag, and he nails both of them with the elbow. Dundee grabs one, Dustin the other. Dundee's got Parsons. Dustin Rhodes takes Brickhouse, brings him backward. Boss winner in there with a cane. Disqualification on the Blackbirds, and the win is going to go to Dundee and Dustin Rhodes as Boss winner. Couldn't stand it as the Blackbirds were about to get beat fair and square in there, and Boss winner nails him with a cane. What is this? He's got a spray can of something that he's just passed into the ring. To Iceman Parsons, who sprays it in a towel and puts it over Dustin Rhodes' face. Now he nails Dundee and puts the towel over his face. Boy, Dustin is out. I don't know what that is. Boy, Dundee just about out, too. Here's Jamie in to help out. He jumps on Iceman from behind. Brickhouse Brown, look out around behind him and pounds him with an upper arm. Jamie trying to help his dad. Boy, that smells like ether. I can smell it over here now. That Boss brought in that can. Whatever it is, Dustin and Bill Dundee are both out of it. And they have just slammed Jamie Dundee. Jamie saw what was happening to Bill and to Dustin Rhodes. Well, they've got that towel over his face, too. There goes Boss winner out of here. Yeah, we do need some help, as Jerry Calhoun said. Now, what is this? Boss just brought a paper sack in here, and they've got a dress in there they're putting on Jamie after using that ether or whatever it was. Oh, it's horrible all over the studio here. Come on, can we get somebody out of there to help out? Now Dundee back almost on his feet. Brickhouse Brown got him with that towel again to put him back out of it. What are they putting on it? This is
like the Three Stooges now, baby.
I don't like it a bit, let me tell you. You bring all of this stuff in here. This is absolutely ridiculous is what it is. No excuse at all. Jerry Calhoun trying to help wake up Bill Dundee. That's ridiculous, Brick. That's just ridiculous. That's what it is.
Hey, we know Bill Dundee and his old lady both wanted a boy and one wanted a girl. Dundee lost. Now we done made the Dundee family a happy unit. His name's already Jamie, so we just did the rest. You understand what I'm saying? You know what that means, don't you? Christmas come early. Dundee family. Merry, Merry Christmas, baby. Hey, and if you want some more, go bring it down to it, because these three men right here are ready for anything. Boss Willis is just standing in for Harold Harris, who will be back real soon. We gonna take care of things, man. Yes, sir. We gonna take them out, Daddy. You understand?
I hope you're satisfied. Most ridiculous display I've ever seen. Just get out of here. We'll be back. 8-man match still to go.
The CWA is coming to your hometown, Hamilton, Indiana, Sunday, October 8th. Don't miss a minute. CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night, Owensboro Sports Arena. 7 top matches. Opening bout, Mike Davis faces the giant Plowboy Frazier. Rough and tough Don Harris battles fan favorite Freddy. The red hot Jeff Jarrett takes on the challenge of the dirty white boy. 6-man tag action. Dustin Rhodes teams with Bill Superstar Dundee and young Jamie Dundee to battle the Blackbirds. Iceman King Parsons, Brickhouse Brown, and Harold Harris. It's CWA Heavyweight Championship time. Belt on the line against Bart's pickup truck. Texas Dirt versus Black Bart. CWA Tag Team Championship. The belts against Rick Morton's hair. Rock and Roll Express versus Wildside. Added stipulation, Ronnie Gossett barred from ringside for this match. Main event, grudge tag battle. Nature Boy Buddy Landel and Muscle Man Spike Huber battle Jerry the King Lawler and the modern-day warrior Kerry Von Erich. Don't miss a minute. CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night, Owensboro Sports Arena.
Any more than you see now, moron, you'll stop at nothing to get the wild side and Ronnie P. Gossett. Now I'm barred from ringside. Well, let me tell you, rock and roll, that don't mean I won't be in the building watching every move my wild side makes.
That's right, rock and roll. I ran you out of the NWA, and me and my brother run you out of CWA. And when we're done beating you two like the dogs you are, Ricky Morton, we're going to shave your head bald. You're going to look like an egg sitting out in that ring when we're done with you. And we are going to walk away the CWA Tag Team title holders. You can take that to the bank.
Come in here, Nature Boy, and tell them like it is.
You know, Ronnie P. Gossett, if I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. Owensboro, you got nothing to be proud of. You ain't got nothing going for you except the CWA coming here on Wednesday night. Now, let me tell you something, sour grape Jerry Lawler. It's okay for you playing ribs as long as they're going in your favor. So you're ticked up about the limousine. You're ticked up because the Spike Man, the Nature Boy, stomped your brains in on TV. Big deal. Bring Kerry Von Erich in. We got something for you, baby. Owensboro, be ready.
Well, we've got an interview scheduled right now with Bill Dundee and Dustin Rhodes, but I don't know if they're going to be in any shape to talk to us or not here after that. It smelled like ether, and that, I don't know whether that's what it was or not, but something that had ether in it. They sprayed on that towel, and then they pop it over their face, and Dundee, they are on their way back to the dressing room. Billy was helping Jamie, and Dustin was being helped by the referee and Sam and a couple other folks there. So, are they going to be in any shape to talk to us, or we go ahead and start the match? Just go ahead and go to the match? Okay, let's get the 8-man match underway. Maybe we can talk to them later on. Here's Texas Dirt in here. He's one of the participants. Robert Gibson, Rick Morton, Rock and Roll Express. And let's see. Yeah, here comes Freddy, their partner. Across the way, you got Keith Eric, Keith Roberson, Rooster Cogburn, and Don Harris. 8-man tag match. And boy, these things sometimes can really get wild, and especially for the poor referee who has had a tough way to go today already. Let's see who's going to be starting. Looks like Keith Eric for his team and Robert Gibson for his. We're underway with an 8-man tag team match. Robert Gibson fired into the ropes by Keith Eric. Eric, oh, nail with a shoulder. Eric is a fast starter. Boy, he comes out of the corner, and he is ready to go. But he just ran into Robert Gibson, who has him down for a count of 2. Didn't get the 3 count, but Eric was slowed down quite a bit by that shoulder that Robert put on it. Now the Rock and Roll Express both in there. Robert being sent back to the corner. Rick Gibson will stay. Keith Eric. Oh, thought Rick was going to whip him into the rope, but he caught him short with a clothesline. Texas Dirt coming in now. Dirt with a boot to the rib cage. Dirt with some sore ribs himself as a result of a match with Black Bart. Texas Dirt. No, Keith Eric got the tag. Texas Dirt spins away. Good move. This is Rooster Cogburn coming in. His hometown now, he says, is named after Roosterville, Tennessee. I hope that hairstyle doesn't catch on. As Rooster. Oh, Rooster back near the corner. The tag made by Texas Dirt, and here comes Freddy. Freddy with that right hand. Oh, to the corner goes Cogburn. Cogburn trying to tag Keith Roberson. Roberson says, whoa, hold on a minute. I need to be somewhere else. But finally does come through the ropes into the ring. Crowd chants, Freddy, Freddy, and Keith Roberson staying a long way away from that man right there, Freddy. Look at Roberson. Oh, out of the ring. Oh, they're going to try sneaking up on him, 2 against 1. Rooster Cogburn just barely took about a step and a half into the ring, and when Eric was nailed by Freddy, Cogburn backed out of there as if to say, not me, I wasn't there. Don Harris wants no part of Freddy either. Rooster Cogburn went after him, and Freddy nailed him with a chop. Keith Roberson from behind, double forearm. Didn't phase Freddy a bit. Here he's got Roberson thrown into the corner there. Texas Dirt nails him. Roberson smacked now by Rick Gibson. Rick Morton. Robert Gibson comes in there. Rock and Roll Express. Rick Morton heads back to the corner. Robert Gibson stays in. Don Harris coming in. Harris put into the wrestling business by the Sawyer Brown group a couple of years ago. He's actually put on a little bit of weight. He weighed about 250 when he was here in the CWA before. He's up now right around 262 pounds. Don Harris back outside now. It's Keith Eric, who started this whole thing for his team, is back in the ring. Rock and Roll sets up the double drop kick. There's a cover by Rick. 1, 2. He got him. Everybody started into the ring, but Rick was able to keep him there for the 3 count. Keith Eric is pinned, and the first fall of this one in 3 minutes, 42 seconds goes to the team of Rick Morton, Robert Gibson, Freddy, and Texas Dirt. So Don Harris, Rooster Cogburn, Keith Robertson, and Keith Eric are going to have to go back to the dressing room and regroup. We'll check time to see if there's going to be time for a second fall. Right now, here come Bill and Jamie Dundee, and Dustin Rhodes want to give them an opportunity to say a few words.
Let me tell you something, Blackbirds. Let me tell you something, Boss Winters, you redneck, you. I never thought I'd see the day this happened, brother. I don't know what you're doing out there with that trio. I don't know where Harold Harris is, or do I care? But if you think this is funny, brother, you're wrong. His last name's Dundee, and if it's me you're mad at, why don't you come beat me up? Why do you have to pick on him? Why don't you come beat his old man up? If it's me you don't like, come do it to me, brother. But no, you're just like everybody else. Because you think you're 6 feet tall, you can walk over everybody at 5'7". Well, you ain't walking over me no more. I don't like you, Parsons. I don't like you, Brickhouse Brown. And Boss Hog, you redneck, you. I'm taking you out. I hope you show up at ringside. And Harold Harris, wherever you are, I hope you show up too. Because if you think you're embarrassing me, you're wrong, brother. And I'm going to put this boy in the ring because he's a man now. He's 18, and we're going to find out how much of a man he is.
We'll check the time and be back. We had, of course, the King talking about the scam that Buddy Landel pulled with that rented limousine rather than his own limousine, which he supposedly put up in a match for the King's Unified World title. More to come on that, I'm sure. And, of course, the Blackbirds, Brickhouse Brown, Iceman Parsons, and with their substitute manager, Boss Winters, here today, humiliating Jamie Dundee. That's the only word.